fear spiders, sharks, or public speaking. But what about being terrified of balloons, mirrors, or even peanut butter? Today, we're diving into the strangest, wildest phobias you've never heard of. And trust me, you're not ready for how weird it gets. Arachibutyrophobia, fear of peanut butter sticking to the roof of your mouth. Imagine sitting down with a peanut butter sandwich, taking one bite, and immediately feeling your heart race in panic. It's not the peanut butter itself that's scary, it's the terrifying sensation of it gluing your mouth shut, making it hard to breathe, talk, or even swallow. For sufferers, it feels like a mini suffocation event every time they eat it. Hippopotomonstrosesquipedaliophobia, fear of long words. Now, this is cruel. Imagine having a full-blown anxiety attack, just trying to tell people what your phobia is called. It's almost like a sick joke. Those who dread complicated, monster-sized words have to face their worst fear just to explain it. This phobia can make simple reading assignments, speeches, or even filling out paperwork feel like running an emotional marathon. Phobophobia, fear of having a phobia. This is fearception. Imagine constantly being afraid that someday, out of nowhere, you might develop a life-ruining phobia. It's like walking around with an invisible threat hovering over you all the time. What if I suddenly become afraid of water, heights, breathing? The fear feeds itself, growing stronger just because you thought about it. Eisoptrophobia, fear of mirrors. It's not just about avoiding your reflection when you have a bad hair day. People with eisoptrophobia often believe that mirrors are portals to another world, or that they might accidentally see something sinister staring back at them. This phobia is deeply tied to folklore, horror movies, and ancient beliefs about spirits getting trapped inside reflective surfaces. Imagine not being able to brush your teeth without feeling like a ghost is lurking just behind your shoulder. Dromophobia, fear of crossing the street. Every green light, every walk signal, every crosswalk becomes a battlefield. People with dromophobia aren't just cautious. They are paralyzed by the fear that a speeding car will appear out of nowhere, no matter how empty the street looks. Some even plan entire routes just to avoid intersections, adding hours to a simple walk across town. Deipnophobia, fear of dinner conversations. Imagine sitting at a cozy dinner party and feeling a cold sweat drip down your back just because someone asks, "So, how was your day?" Deipnophobia isn't fear of eating. It's fear of the awkwardness, forced laughter, and unbearable small talk that comes with mealtime conversations. It's like stage fright, but your stage is the dinner table, and your audience is Aunt Carol and that coworker you barely know. Globophobia, fear of balloons. Sure, popping balloons can be startling, but imagine trembling in fear just seeing one floating nearby. For people with globophobia, the sight of a balloon is like spotting a ticking time bomb. The tension of not knowing when it will pop builds unbearable anxiety, sometimes triggering full-blown panic attacks at birthday parties. Somniphobia, fear of falling asleep. Sleep, the thing most of us dream about during boring Zoom meetings, becomes a nightly horror story for people with somniphobia. The fear isn't just nightmares. It's a dread of losing consciousness, not waking up or being vulnerable while asleep. Some even believe something bad will happen to them the moment they close their eyes. This fear often leads to extreme insomnia, and ironically, even more anxiety. Koinoniphobia, fear of crowded rooms. Imagine walking into a concert, classroom, or packed movie theater and instantly feeling trapped like a caged animal. People with koinoniphobia don't just get nervous in crowds, they experience suffocating terror. Every exit looks miles away. Every voice sounds deafening. Even a friendly crowd can feel like a tidal wave ready to crush them. Podophobia, fear of feet. While most people just think feet are meh or gross, podophobes feel a gut-wrenching revulsion. Whether it's bare feet at the beach, someone wearing flip-flops, or, worst of all, on having to touch feet, It can trigger serious distress. Some even avoid shoe stores altogether. Optophobia, fear of opening your eyes. It's like living inside a horror movie 24/7. People with optophobia would rather walk around blind than risk seeing something terrifying, whether real or imagined. It's often tied to trauma or deep-seated paranoia about what the world might throw at them the moment they open their eyes. Chirophobia, fear of hands, shaking hands, holding hands, even seeing someone gesture wildly while talking, all terrifying for those with chirophobia. Hands represent germs, violence, or unpredictability. For some, even looking at their own hands feels alien, like they're attached to someone else's body. Turophobia, fear of cheese. Yes, even a delicious slice of pizza can be a waking nightmare. People with turophobia can't stand the sight, smell, texture, or even the idea of cheese. From the gooey meltiness of mozzarella to the funky aroma of blue cheese. It's all instant panic fuel. Some sufferers even panic at commercials or restaurant menus featuring cheese. Oikophobia, fear of household appliances. That innocent-looking microwave? A threat. That friendly washing machine? Pure evil. People with oikophobia see household items as unpredictable, possibly dangerous entities that could malfunction at any second, shocking them, exploding, or even coming to life. It's like living inside a haunted house that you can't move out of. Anatidaephobia, fear that a duck is watching you. This isn't about being attacked by a duck. It's about believing, irrationally, that somewhere a duck has its beady little eyes locked on you, not moving, not blinking, just watching. It doesn't matter if you're indoors on a mountaintop or in a desert. To someone with anatidaephobia, no place feels truly duck-free. Nephophobia, fear of clouds. Most people look up and see fluffy white daydreams. But for someone with nephophobia, clouds are not peaceful. They are ominous floating monsters. Every cloudy day feels like the sky is plotting against them, hiding storms, lightning, or something worse. Imagine sprinting indoors just because you saw a puffy cloud rolling by. Koumpounophobia, fear of buttons. Not the nuclear kind, the ones on your shirt. People with Koumpounophobia feel intense disgust or terror at the sight, touch, or even thought of buttons. Some even refuse to wear traditional clothes at all. Fun fact, Steve Jobs famously hated buttons and preferred zip-up shirts and smooth devices. He might have had a touch of this phobia too. Spacephobia, fear of outer space. Looking up at the endless universe can feel inspiring, but for some it's pure horror. The endless blackness, unimaginable distances, and feeling of being a microscopic speck triggers full-on existential dread. It's like vertigo, but instead of looking down from a cliff, you're falling up into forever. Syngenesophobia, fear of relatives, family reunions, heartwarming for some, nightmare fuel for others. People with Syngenesophobia aren't just awkward around their relatives, they're terrified of them. Maybe it's the pressure, judgment, or old grudges, but just knowing a cousin or aunt is nearby can trigger sweaty palms and racing heartbeats. Melophobia, fear of music. Yes, actual music. For melophobes, even gentle background tunes can feel overwhelming, unpredictable, or emotionally dangerous. Instead of relaxing to a soft piano piece, they might experience a pounding heart, confusion, and the desperate urge to shut it off. Imagine living life with no Spotify concerts or movie soundtracks. So next time someone laughs at your fear of spiders, just remember, somewhere out there, someone's living in terror of peanut butter, balloons, and even ducks. Which of these phobias freaked you out the most? Drop a duck or cheese emoji in the comments if you made it to the end. And don't forget, hit that like button, smash subscribe, and stay weird with us at the Knowledge Hub.